NALS Conference 2016. I am joined by a NALS board member. It's Professor Paddy Gray. And Professor, it's great to have you here today. And you've been enjoying some of the sessions. How sort of on point are the topics that NALS are talking about today?
I think they're definitely on point. I mean, I've really enjoyed the different topics, and I thought maybe there would have been more discussion around the ban on letting agents' fees. Obviously, that was recent, and I thought there might have ensued more of debate around it, but it didn't. But having said that, there was a good range of speakers, and certainly letting agents at the moment obviously need whatever help they can get.
And definitely that was the point of Kate Faulkner's presentation, was to give agents guidance on how to deal with this going forward. But clearly NALS has been at the forefront of this in terms of the Fair Fees Forum, where they really saw it coming and they wanted to show leadership to gather the whole lettings community together to actually represent to government on this.
Yeah. Well, that's right. I mean, that's what this conference is doing today. I mean, even by the numbers that have attended it, it's very good. And this is my third conference now that I've come to, and the numbers stack up well, which shows obviously there is an uncertainty out there that people want to learn from forums such as this, and NALS is always at the forefront in doing that.
What do you think are the positives that agents can take away from today? Because clearly there is a lot of doom and gloom about government interference, but actually, wherever there's a threat, there is actually an opportunity, and I think it's really good that a lot of the presentations have actually focused on that opportunity to send people away with a positive mindset.
Absolutely. I mean, obviously, some of the sessions has really come to the fore around, what landlords might expect and what agents might expect. And I think, even your own session around social media and the use of that, and, that many letting agents have this at their disposal, which is very cheap and very rapid and very thorough. And, at the end of the day, I think, coming out and saying, well, look, what information can we get to help us? How can we even attract more landlords to come through our doors? And certainly what likely legislation will impact on us in the future?
I mean, in your role, you are all about looking at data and impact. Are you surprised that the government didn't do any kind of consultation or any kind of impact assessment before coming out with this fees ban?
Absolutely. I mean, obviously they followed on, from Scotland and obviously Wales as well, and we're looking at that too in Northern Ireland. In fact, I've been part of an advisory group on that, but I think it was really on the hoof. And at the end of the day, there's no, it's all of the unintended consequences that will come out of this. Will rents go up? Will it impact on people in other ways? And I think really that they should have taken more consultation and come out with a more measured approach than just a simple ban.
I think there's a lot of small businesses here today, and working in isolation, they may feel, that they can't see a way forwards. Actually coming to an event like this is a way for them to see the bigger picture and see the opportunity and go forth with that and continue.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, many letting agents would actually be operating in a very small area and really don't know what's going on outside of that area. And you can have variations even within regions of, what services people provide, what they charge and so forth. And, it's important that they come together like a forum such as this, where they can actually debate the issues on a more macro level, what the impacts will be country-wise, what are the likelihoods of further legislation coming down the line. I'm surprised as well that obviously it's more to do with landlords, obviously, but the tax changes that are coming in, I'm surprised that hasn't come up, but maybe that would come up more at a landlords forum. In fact, I just returned from one yesterday in the Republic of Ireland where that was very much discussed, even though it was the conference was in the Republic of Ireland, it was a Northern Ireland conference, so it was the Republic of Ireland obviously have the same issues as us. But I think for any small land, when you even see some of the stark figures come out this morning, the amount of landlords that are very small portfolios, the amateur landlords. And I mean, those landlords probably rely on letting agents, rely on those very people in there to provide the professional services for them.
I think there is a presentation about Section 24 coming up this afternoon because it is a massive threat to landlords, and therefore that does have a knock-on effect to lettings agents. I think one thing that came out of the sessions this morning for me was how the agents' relationship with tenants has changed because of the fees ban. Because actually now government has said very clearly that the landlord is the client of the letting agent, not the tenant. So there's the whole dynamics changed.
It has, yeah. I mean, and it's confusing, and many people will certainly have come in this morning confused and wanting to find out really is there some light at the end of the tunnel? What's expected from them? Who are their customers, and who should they provide services to? And I think that's something again that needs to be debated collectively, which is actually happening here today because we have such a range of people to come up with some sort of ideas, and even the fact that they can network, they can meet each other, they can I'll hope that after today many of them will be contacting each other to provide advice and to exchange knowledge. Like any community stronger together, and there's a lot of free advice and knowledge can be given. I mean, a lot of knowledge exchange can be given between letting agents, and certainly Kate I thought was quite striking in what she was saying again on a macro level about what will happen in the next 10 years, what will happen in the next 5 years, and basically the whole issues around investment in property and what it's about.
Well, thank you very much for joining me here at the NALS Conference 2016. We've been talking to Professor Paddy Gray of the NALS Board. Thank you.
Thank you very much.